You ever been stuck in a conflict that looked like you could never get out of it?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, I know I have. My name's John Graham. I'm a badass granddad you didn't know you had.
Hi, Grandpa.
I'm here to tell you more stories from my adventures and some tips on living life with meaning, courage, and passion. Anyway, for a long time, I've been a leader of environmental groups out in the Pacific Northwest in the small rural island county where I live. And Island County has been under siege for a long, long time because it's close enough to Seattle to be endangered by suburban sprawl and endangered by threats to its environment, clean air, clean water, and habitat. Our allies were the state government, which had passed a Growth Management Act mandating that small rural counties like Island County had to avoid suburban sprawl and at the same time preserve environmental values. Our opponents, on the other hand, who were mostly farmers, foresters, and land developers, had on their side a county council. We call them good old boys. Now we might call them MAGA Republicans, who wanted nothing to do with new laws and restrictions on the use of private property. So they sued the state, we sued them, they sued us back. It became apparent that we were looking at a series of lawsuits that would only further polarize the county. We had to do something to find a common ground. I was sure that there was a political center of gravity in the county. We just had to find it. Nobody wanted this place to turn into suburban sprawl, and everybody wanted to honor at least a minimum of environmental values. So we sat down and talked with the farmers and learned more about farm economics. And we sat down and talked with the foresters about what to do in a dying industry. We sat down and talked with the land developers and reminded them the main industry in the county was tourism, and nobody was going to come here to vacation or build a summer home in a place that was just more suburban sprawl. So we talked and talked. We gradually built some trust, and we gradually did find a common ground and built a county comprehensive plan that has served the test of time. It has kept out sprawl, and it has preserved environmental values, clean air, clean water, habitat, and the rest of it. Now, what's my point? My point is this. You're faced with a conflict, at least look initially at whether or not there's a political center of gravity you can reach, and whether or not if you can build some trust you can get there. It won't be difficult. It won't be easy, not in a country as polarized as ours, but you can certainly start at a local level. County school boards, for example, county councils, and the like. You may fail, sure, but you'll be surprised at how often you will succeed. And if you do fail, what have you lost but a little time and effort? So give it a try. Try to build that trust. Look for that common ground. You'll be surprised at how often you'll find it.